All right, guys, thanks for sending this video in. Really excited to work with Avery at Groundwork and also to be analyzing her video right now. I've watched this video before now, so I have a couple notes here for you. My goal is to go through the throw mostly because I saw we can analyze the first step a little bit, but she has really good movement to the ball. But yeah, I would say the primary focus of this analysis and probably in our work at Groundwork will be the throw, because there's some really simple things that I see that I think you'll find a lot more. Well, you'll find improvement, but just more consistency in the throw by fixing a couple of things. These, from what I've seen, common fixes, but we're going to see what Avery thinks. So, without further ado, let's watch this together. So, how I've done it the last few times that I've watched it is I like to go pause, play, so that it kind of is a slow motion feel. So here you can see she's got great movement to the ball. Good first step, getting across the diamond, fielding a ball that might be in the 5-6 hole, but great range here to go get that ball. So she picks it. It's got time to get that runner. So she's moving to her left, has to turn to be able to throw to first. And that first movement, this is a really common motion, especially in young kids. The first movement out of the glove, she's going to her left, and the first movement, she goes out and up with the ball. So ball's facing up towards the sky, and then she's turning to get to a throwing position, which, again, none of these things are wrong. How I coach isn't based on absolutes because there's some people that do mechanically the wrong thing or maybe a not super efficient thing, but they get the job done. So the whole point of defense is to get outs. And only reason why we're going to try some of these fixes is to have a more consistent throw. So to be able to know what adjustments we can be making by limiting the things that could possibly go wrong. So one of the things that we like to do is from a ground ball, separate with the ball facing down. So this is as the ball travels back to that throwing position, it's facing down. This habit of kind of turning the ball as it's facing up gets developed because, or one of the reasons is girls' hands are smaller, the ball's bigger, so they can't, or they're not comfortable taking the ball out and supporting the ball with their fingers with the ball underneath with a nice, relaxed, loose hand. So they're used to kind of serving a pizza this way. So that would be the first thing, is change that habit to be different. And by me saying, hey, let's just change that habit, it's a lot of reps. It will take time. It will feel weird. And then even after you change it, or even after you try it, she might not like it. But again, we're trying different things to create a better result. So second thing, or there's probably like 3 different things. I think the main issue is front side, like creating power in our front side. So her throw essentially to me looks like this. She takes the ball out and then opens front side, back elbow drops a little bit because she's pushing the ball, and then glove drops and there's no direction that's created in the front side. So again, very common in younger players to not have a strong front side to throw off of. You see professional baseball, softball players, they don't need to be super diligent in making sure their glove gets tucked and it stays high because they have more core stability. They have more ability to feel the ground with their feet, and they have a powerful front side to drive into. So throwing, I like to use this analogy. Throwing is very similar to hitting. because we unlock our power from the ground up. So if we're driving off our back side with our legs, but our front side isn't really strong or is flying open too soon, everything loses some direction. So we're going to go back a little bit so we can see that unfold a tiny bit more. Sure, she is fielding it. There's the ball as it comes out of her hand. I wish we could slow this down. There might be a way, too, to do this, but I'm just not super savvy with Game Changer. In this, a lot of girls that have this position at the top, kind of over the head this way. Some girls have gotten in that habit from pitching. Some haven't, and maybe they just picked up that way of separating as a habit from seeing other girls throw. But often I see this in pitchers. So bringing the ball back and then opening front side and letting it fly. So yeah, I would say biggest thing, how the ball separates from the glove. So ball facing down, immediately that could be great change. 2, keeping front shoulder closed a little bit longer. How we can practice that is before the throw. If the camera is my target, before the throw, I'm going to reach towards my target, and I'm going to actually reach across my body. So the backside of my shoulders facing my direct in front of me target, and that's going to delay my opening of up of my shoulder. As much as we can delay that, that's going to kind of be the opposite habit of what she's doing. So we kind of will have the ability to balance out. So those 2 things I would say work on. As a result of staying more closed, the glove can work in your favor instead of dropping to the side. And we want to think front arm is our steering wheel. If our steering wheel veers off, our direction of our throw is going to go crazy. So on the throw, reach back part of the elbow is facing target. As the ball faces the target, glove's going to face chest or the thrower, and then keep glove high. Doesn't have to tuck all the way in, but just keep glove high in the direction of the throw. So try those things. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys soon.